All right, I'm back. It's been some time. Um, well, it's been some time since I've last done work on Penultimate, and it's been some time since I've streamed, but there was some good reasoning for it. First of all, let me mute myself. I don't want to hear myself. Thank you very much. The reasons I had were that I was partially doing some work on this little fella over here in the corner, which, well, it didn't take all the time, but it took a little bit. I was trying to figure out if I want to do something like this, and if I did, what I would want to do. Hell, I mean, I think I've worked on it the last stream, but since then I've done some more ideating and stuff like this, and what you see in the corner is it's a proof of concept. It's very hard to get him to look at the screen or the camera, I guess, directly, unless I move the mouse off screen. Anyway, um, this is who we have for now. It's a proof of concept. Um, if I like him a lot, and if you guys like him a lot, he will stay or maybe evolve, change a little bit. The art is very rough, uh, and his capabilities are very simple, but they can grow. Here's there's options to do all sorts of things, but I kept it very simple for now. He breathes a little bit. His eyes and head follow the mouse somewhat, and as you already saw, his mouth opens when I talk. Yeah, I like it. He also blinks. I just realized. But yes, I'm just let's just pretend like he isn't there for now. Or I am not there. Depends how you want to view it. Anyway, I want to do a little bit of stuff on Penultimate again. Um, I've done recently, I think, what, last week? Not yesterday, but the week before, I did a playtest. Worked well. It was all about magic. And if you're in the Discord, then you'll already have heard that I tried to make some changes based on that already. Not necessarily actually the changes that are most needed for balancing, but changes nonetheless. Can I actually? This is huge. Can I... Oh, you're behaving very weirdly. No. Oh, wow. I don't know why. This doesn't really act like the mouse is where it is for this thing. Okay, what's going on here? Thank you. I would like it if it actually behaved properly. So, what this is, it's essentially this. So, a visual, more skill tree esque version of these lists that you would be able to unlock with, well, progression through your magic, learning and improving and all that, which I think would be much more interesting than if you just have a list to pick from. It's a little bit boring. So, yeah, but that's not the focus. Not for now. Unless someone wants to talk about it, then I'll talk about it more. But we did have a little bit of a conversation on the Discord. Let's see. I probably messed that up. Okay, let me. Doing all sorts of things you're not supposed to. Are you still focusing on the wrong one? Yes, you are. Oh god. Inception going on over here. Do not do that, please. There we go. Okay. What is going on? The mouse is behaving very weirdly. Well, not my mouse, the cursor on this website right now specifically. I'm just gonna leave it here for now. But one thing that I thought of was not only the character sheet. I do learn very visually, I think, and have an easier time understanding stuff when it is visual. So that's why I had this mock-up here. I may make another one or fiddle around with that in a second. But one thing that I actually thought about is traits. These old here, traits. But one specifically for if you actually have a low stat, like a low core. And for example, the first one that I did think of was the presence one. So talking about it, and while I'm thinking about it, it's not my strong suit. Um, but yeah, no, for the cause, let's see, where do we have them? We have presence right here, and that one, of course, like all the others, ranges from D4 to D12 if you're very, very good at it, or not very good at it, but if you're naturally very good, because, you know, it just represents who you physically are. Not necessarily your skill level or what you like to do, but that's just what you've been given, kind of, although you can improve it. Um, Usually less important than the skills themselves, because for any dice check that you want to make, you roll 3 dice, 2 of which are determined by your skill in any given thing, and one of which just being the core. So, cores usually cover more area because there's multiple skills connected to them. But then for the skills themselves, the actual skill die or skill dice are more important. And my thought now was to actually make traits that ironically work the better you are, or work the worse you are, or work better the worse you are. My God. My mouth today does not agree with me. So let me actually move this down a little bit. And I'm just gonna expand this. second. There we go. All right. So, hmm. And the first one, I want to let me actually see if the word or the term is right. Wallflower. What does that mean again? A person who remains in silence of social interactions or events due to shyness, lacking a partner, or introversion, often avoiding the spotlight. Um, Not quite what I have in mind. Well, almost. What I'm thinking of is if you have low presence, so which is most predominantly the social core, if you have low presence, that you're able to kind of blend in and disappear into the masses, be that either in a social setting or actually in combat. So I think I'll go, for now, I'll call it um, unseeming. Yeah. Which benefits from low presence, ironically. Mm, Now, this sounds very powerful, and it could be, or might actually well be, but keep in mind that this is essentially you know, finding a benefit in having a bad stat, which usually you wouldn't want to have. One second. Okay. I was just eyeing this guy over here. Mouth movement is a little weird. Anyway, proof of concept. I wanted to ignore him. Okay, so what could be the benefits of having a low mind? Mm, I'll have to specify. Well, I'm not sure if there should be I guess a max. Yeah. Or that this thing costs less the lower your stat is. I mean, one of the benefits is kind of like self-explanatory. If you have high presence, then you'll automatically not really benefit from the second one. But I have to see. Yeah, it's just kind of spitballing it for now. And called it Ford, right? Just Ford? Fortitude. Just want to make sure. Okay. Harder than I thought. Let's see, what benefit could you have from being, well, I don't want to say dumb, but let's see. One direct downside of having low mind would be focus. How can we play with that? I feel like I have it at the tip of my tongue. Something like mind attacks have a hard time working on you. Hmm. Something focus. There's a lot of things you can put focus in, and with a very low focus, well, as little focus as possible. I have to think about it. Surely being totally oblivious to stuff must have some kind of upside that is quantifiable in some way, but right now I can't put my finger on it. I can't. I don't really know how to mechanically represent it. I was also just now thinking of possibly if you try put your focus into something and it fails, you get the focus uh, refunded, but that I'm not sure how much sense that would work. How much sense would work? How much sense that would make, and it would also be very. I think it would be too powerful combined with the other one, this benefit, if you were to have both. But I'm not sure. I have to think about it. As for these as well, it's so easy of thinking about the unseeming one, but what what could be the benefits of being slow and or weak? Mm. Hmm. 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 Oh, am I blanking? I gotta learn to voice my thoughts. The first things that keep coming to mind for any of those is that you get some sort of um advantage with the things that you do decide to do, but that's a little boring, isn't it? And also if it's just advantage for the same things specifically that someone else might try. Um, Welcome. Hello there. Sorry, I had the stream on mute while I was in a meeting. I see some things changed in your stream. Yes, a little bit. Well, more surface level actually. The music, I'm not sure if you can hear that. The music was always a thing. I just usually don't actually have music, but right now I'm just in my browser, so some audible stimulation is good, I think. But I imagine you're more likely referring to this fellow over here. Um, yeah, I'm trying something out. Um, more often than not, I don't have my camera on, but I still want something to be visible and something to give the impression that I'm actually like more so interacting with y'all. Um, and I guess it's also just fun, ideally. But yeah, this is him. This is a proof of concept. I'm not saying that he's gonna stay the way he is. Um, because the art is also it's a little bit like shoddily made. It's by myself. I'm not gonna shit on anyone's art. But I can on this case because I made this myself. Um, it's my first attempt at this with an application as well that I'm only somewhat familiar with. It could do a lot more things. Right now, everything that he does is have his mouth open when I talk. Sometimes when I don't talk as well. Um, but yeah, mouth opens when I talk. Eyes and the head a little bit. Follow the mouth. He can blink and he breathes. You know, a little bit of like life in there. Otherwise, I can do this. I can make him go rainbow colors. Yay! I can also, other than that, if I change it, I can control him a little bit differently for when I'm playing a game, which I might just be doing later. This is actually not using the mouse anymore. This is now using my right stick on my controller. So when I play Hades, he's probably gonna have a spasm with how much my stick will be moved around. But anyway, um, some toggles. I can also give him different accessories. Anyway, it's a proof of concept. Um, if I like him, he'll stay. If not, then not. Um, does the music work with copyright or whatnot? Do the eyes of the dragon follow your cursor? Ideally, yes and yes. The music, if I were to be huge and like a full-on partner, it could run into troubles at some point. But first of all, Twitch cares a little bit less. And the music should not play on YouTube. Last time I checked, I'm not playing it on YouTube because of the way that I use channels. So if you're watching this on YouTube right now, you shouldn't be hearing the music. On Twitch, you should. And the muffling effect that's on it um, makes it a little bit more alright because I'm not just straight up playing the music as it is, but you know there's some change to it. But yeah, that's for the music. Again, if I grow, that might run into a little bit of trouble, but I don't use music a lot anyway. Um, oh, he goes acid. I think for sound alert, he should breathe fire or something. That's awesome. Let me check. Uh, yeah, no, he does. There's definitely a lot of things I could do. Indeed, no music on YouTube. Good. That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of options. Again, I could give him hats, or not just hats. I could change the entire thing with like very easy toggles, just as easy as I can turn him acid or not. Um, actually, so yeah, I use the numpad. You could probably see just now because I was typing it in here. Um, so I was also thinking of uh, putting a little Helldiver's helmet on his head for when I'm playing Helldivers, etc. And of course, I can customize my alerts. So yeah, he can breathe fire or whatever. There's some effects that I already thought of, but I didn't want to go overboard for the very first iteration in case I end up, or y'all end up not actually liking him all too much. But yeah, as of right now, he's here for today and for the foreseeable future. And right this moment, I was trying to think of things for penultimate, because I had a good playtest the other week, which gave me some more motivation again. Well, maybe not just motivation, but a little bit of a direction that I wanted to go to. Which I think you're on the Discord, so you might have already seen it. But I was working around with some magic, a little bit of a, I guess, skill tree kind of situation, rather than just having lists, which I think is much more interesting. Um, so imagine if you went to be a mage in the game, you would just print out, if you're doing it in person, of course, you would print out a page, or digitally get a page PDF with something like this, rather than just a list of effects, and of course then the generic stuff. Cleanly separated from the main character sheet, because this would take a big amount of, or large amount of space that I don't think a character sheet should necessarily have on it if you're not going to be a mage. Anyway, something like this. What I was checking on right now was more traits. And I was trying to think of traits that are good if you actually have a low stat. Just to refresh, I have the 4 core stats. That's agility, fortitude, mind, and presence. I had a very easy time thinking of the presence one, but not of the other 3. Of course, usually you would want these to be high, depending on what kind of character you are or what kind of playstyle you want. You will, of course, focus some and maybe leave behind some others. So I thought, wouldn't it be fun if there's actually traits that engage with that? And the trait that is for having low presence, so very very much not the best at interactions possibly, or gauging other people's intentions, etc., like that, or generally just not being the most present, quite literally, in a room. Unseeming would make it so that in social interactions as well as combat, you have a much easier time blending in and being, well, unseeming, as the name suggests. You probably read it by now on screen, but yeah, it's easier for you to blend in and disappear in a crowd and in a combat situation, as long as an enemy has multiple possible targets other than you. With higher presence, they have disadvantage when targeting you with an attack. Essentially, if you and your friends are fighting someone and you have a friend that has higher presence, that enemy is much more likely to target their friend other than you, because they're probably more threatened by them, even if maybe you actually are the powerhouse, the sleeper powerhouse. But yes, the other ones I found a little bit more difficult to think of just now, actually. Ironically, I found it very difficult to think of benefits of being slow, weak, and stupid, for lack of a better word. Not necessarily stupid, but less intellectually gifted, I suppose. So I'm trying to think of these. I was kind of just sitting here trying to and feigning to think of them. So I may have to table it for another time if I can't think of it right now, because I don't want to just force any random thing, but I want to make it interesting as well. So yeah. If you have any ideas you're free to let me know. Since again, this is supposed to not just be made by me entirely. Supposed to be played or playable by everyone. So that said, this one didn't give you a new ability. It also just made specific things better. Hmm. Ah, let me think about it. Mhm. Not sure if this would even be the best name for it. This is kind of the first thing that came to mind, but I don't know how to mechanically back that up, so I don't want to force it. Might have to come back to them. Lots of thoughts swirling around, but can't really put them into anything mechanical right now, I think. What would be the opposite of agile? Like stiff, unflexible. But what benefit do you get from that, if anything? I don't want to necessarily do more of like underestimation because that is specifically the point of the low presence one. Maybe higher defense. For lower agility, you, you're just stiff as a board, so you get the innate armor rating. You know, would be would be kind of funny to just do that. Yeah. Hmm. I just thought if you're if you're actually very flexible, I think you have to take a bit more care about form when you are doing like strength related stuff. But I'm not sure if I want to necessarily tie it to in turn fortitude as well. So essentially, I think when you're like, for example, lifting big weights, um, I think you have to be a little bit more careful when you're like actually hyper flexible or something, so you don't just so the back doesn't bend over essentially. Maybe a little bit extreme, but I guess some sort of like stability. But that I think again goes a little bit more into the grounds of fortitude. Mm, hmm. I have it at the tip of my tongue. it looks like I'm not doing anything. It's because I'm actually looking up stuff on my other monitor. Hmm. Hmm. Mm. Do we just call it armor or damage reduction? Hmm. I have to look back at these and see if I like them or want to enhance them. Usually, and seeming has two benefits, kind of. It's kind of two sides of the same coin, but I'll have to see how this would work in other situations, or how I can expand it to other situations. Wait, for now I'm using the actual high defense as you suggested. Check something will work. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll have to come back to these. I don't want to force it too much. As for this, I had made a mock-up of a character sheet before. Why are you here? Nope. There you go. I made this one. Mouse still behaving very weird. Where I had the why is so low resolution? Excuse me. Anyway, where I had the core die on the left, and then like some nice like little lines going up here with the main. Well, I call them the derivatives. The derivatives up here. So your resources, your focus, your health, your saving throw for evasion, and your willpower, which is essentially your mind's saving throw next to it, and then the lists of skills as well as the actual core dice themselves were down here. However, this, as much as I like it, I think it might be better to go over to something like this. But I have to see about the scale because I think this looks a little bit more interesting. And this is a little bit convoluted as of right now. It is a little bit more straightforward. You have agility, and based on agility is evasion right here. You have fortitude, which is also health. You have your mind, which also results in focus, and then presence, which results in willpower. Well, not results, but they lead into it. These here two are actual separate skills that you can improve, evasion and willpower. And these here don't have these little dots. They're just straight derivatives. You know, fortitude D6 means 6 health. D8 mind means 80 focus. Have it written out here. And then the list of skills could be down here. Now, how I exactly want to lay that out is the question. I think it's good to have like open spaces beneath because the idea is that you can have whatever skills that you want, like custom skills. But if you were just to write them like fully yourself, you would have to like do this whole thing because this is how I mark progression essentially. And yeah. And how many do I have? 1, 2, 6, 7, 10. Okay, good. Um, So I guess some like dedicated space to these. And these would of course at least need the spots for whatever weapon you carry, and or if you have magic, which could go into any one of these. So I guess some pre-made like empty slots with the like dots and the 2D whatever, or 2D and then blank underneath here. Um, I guess name and level etc. could also already be there, just to make it a little easier for myself. Don't know why it's doing this. It's just a little bit annoying. Name is enough. Why don't you wanna? Oh, there it is. I was looking at the wrong thing. Now, can I put something like a background? Oh God. Sometimes I don't know what's going on with this website today. It's behaving a little bit weirdly. Hmm. Why are you so small? You're not supposed to be that small. It's a little Google icon, but surely no problem. He'll use it for now. Can I? Because I think the inventory I like. Not a very visual thing so far. The way I imagine is that you're able to actually put your dice on here. So like you can have, well, maybe not the two pairs. That would probably be a little bit too small. But the core dice could just be laying on here essentially. D6, D6, D8, D6, for example. But ooh. But okay. You know what? I like thinking about it, but right now I feel like I need more input. I feel like right now I if I just like randomly decide stuff, I'd just be forcing it, which isn't like good for anyone. So, I think for now I'm probably just gonna play something, honestly. Unless someone wants to add something here real quick or wants to suggest something. I think I might switch over to Hades. That sounds like a good idea to me. But yeah, I think I'm gonna swap over to Hades for a second. Okay. Game. Do you wanna say hello, game? There you go. Took us a while. Right. Yes. Let's do some Hades. Yep. Right, yep. Cool. We know what's up. We gotta beat the dog. Yep. Sounds good. Let's just go. Get into it. Death to Chronos and all that. Actually, I realized I gotta change the category. There you go.
To the House of Hades.
Sneak on out of there without me giving you my boon? Well, you're entirely mistaken, Em. And you're about to be much quicker, too.
Let's see. Yeah, a little bit of attack speed.
Here we go.
Doggo.
These always come in handy.
Yeah, sure.
That's something.
Daedalus hammer. Always. Always picking the Daedalus hammer. You can say what you want, but Daedalus is the best. Yeah, I just saw. Where? There you go. I just saw dragons not on screen. That's not supposed to be the case. Your attacks linger for 2+ seconds and launch back toward you after you dash. Interesting.
Feels even sturdier.
Interesting. What chaos boon do I have anyway? Nice. I just realized I need to probably turn up the volume again. There you go. Want you all to be able to hear something as well.
There you are. You wretches are in for it now.
Keep going. Thought I'd drop in.
Good evening.
Let's see, how many gifts do I have? 1. Sure.
What's all this extra generosity from you lately? It's putting me on edge. Don't you go acting like this is goodbye.
It's merely that the arrow-riddled remnants of my foes give me occasion to reflect. I tell myself never to take my dear friends for granted.
Olympus managed to take Typhon down. I figure with your aid, probably Sister Selene's too. I guess I wasn't needed up there after all.
We drove the monster back, but I don't think we've properly discouraged him. Not yet, at least, though I have a few ideas.
If your ideas involve an arrow in his eye, of which I hear he has a lot, let me know. Moonlight guide you home tonight.
Let's go. After you hit with your attacks or specials, fire a sneaking arrow. Yes, please.
Very well. Moonlight guide you home tonight.
Go unseen.
Silk
silken finery, so soft, divine. Good eye. From Lonely Dark, my finest customer. How fares the big witch, by the by, my friend? I often see her in these woods, and every now and then she says hello. Makes time for little old Arachne. How ungodlike of her. Headmistress seems as steady as can be. It's strange. Her confidence in my ability is one of the greatest sources of pressure that I feel. Although, I can't exactly tell her that. And why ever not? I'd always want to hear the honest truth from you. She's a smart one, no? Likely she knows that something's off. You ought to have a little chat.
Oh yeah, I just like looked how weird it appears with the eye moving around. Sure. Money.
Of course. It's beautiful. Be not afraid. You saved them.
Yeah, sure, might as well. Don't really have enough money right now, so there's no point.
Farewell. A cutthroat came specially for me.
Rude. I just got that armor.
You should have stayed up top.
Hold on. Atinium you've got. The flames of the Crossroads Witch. Oh, has the student become the master of some such? Or is she just getting you to do all the dirty work?
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Little explosive dash. Man, I really gotta work on my dodging. So I'm saturating the area so much I can hardly see what's going on.
Never get enough of those. Something changed about my chaos boon.
Chaos boon, fair enough.
Something yet stirs within that murky deep.
And caught.
A figment.
Come, spindles.
Really not the greatest rewards here, damn.
Had a feeling you'd show up. How did you get here already?
Nemesis Bay.
Well, anyway, it's your gold against mine. Finally.
So impatient.
Watch it.
Oof, Nemesis. Oof.
Got you again.
Clearly underestimated you. Ran into Artemis back there. Between her and now me, we must have done half the heavy lifting for you tonight.
How rude.
Must be what I deserve, though, right? And don't worry, there should be plenty of foes ahead whom I shall have to deal with on my own. How is the goddess of the hunt this eve?
Seems well enough. We had a decent chat. Was beginning to think she's been avoiding me a while, though I can't imagine why she'd want to do a thing like that.
Nor I.
Enough.
Enough, she says. Yeah, I don't need any of that. Help. Not that I get many options.
Decided to take a break from all your recent outings to the surface, have you now?
There's much to be done, both above and below. You always say the greatest teacher is out there, but I always seem to find her here.
I taught you nothing of such flattery. One of Odysseus's tricks, perhaps. Let's see what others you have learned. Now, cross blades!
Aw, really?
Selene, smite you. Together we shine. Sisters, now. Loaded.
Can't do it.
Oh, that hit me? Come on. I need to get something that reloads? That gives me mana back.
You pass this test again. Though how much farther you can go, we'll see.
Why is this thing so delayed? You have no reason to be so delayed. What's going on here? Hello? Hello, hello. Alright. Okay. Let's try that again. You good now? Yes. Okay. Don't know why, like, over time, it feels like there's more and more delay. Which is, just a little bit bothersome, but maybe there's something else I can do about that. I'm talking specifically about the mouth opening and closing when I talk.
Go, Hecuba. Why, thank you.
Oh, look who's here.
Little one, do not presume to think your movements are invisible to me. I see you plainly where you stand. A trespass for which you shall suffer, although regrettably not by my hand right now. Not yet.
He mad. He big mad.
Onward, Hecuba. Keep
practicing, Skiller.
Oh my god, why are my rewards so bad? Damn. No boons, no anything.
Out of my sight.
Do I have a... Oh wait, I can't look it. No.
Mine. All right, fish. Got you. I caught a chitin.
Maybe I should, like, go? Like, somewhere else? But I can't leave you, man. Didn't see you come in. Because I can't really see anything in here anymore. I'm sure the water's gonna clear up, though. At least, I think I'm sure.
Something's amiss. Such contamination typically never lasts more than a night or two. Have you checked other locations? The waters elsewhere don't appear like this.
You're just saying that to lure me away so you can take my spot. And since when are you an expert on water filtration? No, these types of problems always fix themselves.
Yep. Water filtration always just goes away. Oh well, water filtration issues.
Hecuba.
Can it be actually a boon? Ow, rude. Don't target him.
Too much squirming.
Need something against armor.
Familiar depths, I see. Well, don't feel bad. The surface world is not for everyone. Although the risen dead increasingly pretend it is for them.
Nah. Specialized for the splash. It's really not super interesting. None of them.
Here goes. Too hot for you?
A different path. Oh, this is all awful. Yeah, I mean, sure.
Let's meet your parent, embryo.
Take some health.
Flux.
Beware the embryo I gave to you. It creates an impression as though a part of me is with you, even whilst you are absent from this space. You may continue to make use of it or not.
Because the next 4 encounters, when you use attacks, you take 6 damage? No, thank you. This is also not good. This is actually genuinely all not good. I use magic constantly. Sure.
The fates won't mind.
Can I? Oh my god, what is going on?
My boon from chaos came alive. Night protects you, my lord.
I saw that you encountered Heracles. Beware that man. It was made many enemies in service to the... A god may cross your path. My light is yours.
We cannot always
Ash of the dead. I made it all the way up to the mountain of the gods, my lord. Though I missed you up there. I never thought I'd see a place you couldn't reach by boat. You have a very good distributor.
How's everyone doing tonight? It's been so nice without you recently, lady. We've been playing our full set list night after night. No technical difficulties. Even had more and more sailors dropping in.
Those sailors dropping in are probably the Titan's naval forces I've been vanquishing throughout the Rift of Thessaly above. I think I recognize a few out in the stands.
You expect me to believe you've been promoting our events? We're getting lots of word of mouth lately, sure, but you had nothing to do with it, except by going away. Showtime, girls.
Oh god.
Let's hear it for Roxy.
Ow. That went pretty well, actually. Better than expected.
Finally. There.
Very nice. Yeah, she got destroyed. I guess the hitch damage and the projectiles coming back and the arrows do add up a little bit.
I see it.
Nope.
Get it, Hecuba.
Good dog. Yeah.
To firmer ground.
Little Hecuba. Now we're gonna have to take care of the very good big dog.
One step at a time.
The big red dog, Clifford. Nice. Nice. Daedalus hammer, always love that. Let's go.
Onward.
Alright. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. While you channel your attacks, you move 20% faster. Not bad. Specials grow in size and do up to plus 25% damage the longer they're active. Or I channel them 20% faster and lose less mana while doing so. I think I'm gonna do this one. Less magic consumption is very good. And I need it because I still do not have anything to lower my magic consumption. Or give me mana back.
The infinite dark.
What is this?
Think I can finally go. Flourish.
I missed some magic over there. Yoink. Yeah, sure. Some Aphrodite. Wouldn't you know?
That one again.
Where's the tree? Come on, tree. Where are you? There you are.
Flourish.
Oh, me.
Though I admit to having some small weakness for the tall, dark, and brooding types, Prometheus has been getting on my nerves. He's defacing our beautiful mountain. Who is he trying to impress?
Oh yes, finally. You automatically inflict weak and gradually restore magic. Yes. Thank you, Aphrodite. Could be another Aphrodite, but I do like... Fuck off. But I do like these, always.
It's you. It's been too long. It's been too long. Too long. Too long. Yes, for I have matters not just in the depths of Tartarus, but also far above, on the besieged summit of Olympus, rightful home of Lord Zeus and Queen Hera.
Zeus and Queen Hera, Queen Hera, Queen Hera.
Alright. Double the level of a random boon that is higher than the rest already. Hakiba isn't a boon. So there would be this one. No. Because that's not a boon, I think. I don't think it counts as a boon. Previous night. Charon. I do have a little bit of money as well, so I think I'm gonna go with this.
I'm grateful, 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 grateful.
Sure. Okay, Hermes, money and health, or Aphrodite, magic and level. Fuck.
Show me the way.
How dare you?
Olympus, I accept this message. Greater strength.
Oh god.
All laid to rest.
What I get? Quite alright. Charon. I have so much money. Hephaestus.
Name of Hades.
Sure.
There. I'm sorry, but I have to get through.
god. Oh god. Ooh.
You shades, leave him alone.
Alright, alright. Nice, nice.
Relieved at last of an infernal itchy spot. The fire-breathing watchdog looks appeased.
Relieved at last of an infernal itchy spot. What a good boy.
Go find your master now.
And a nightmare, let's go. Excuse me, where's the exit? Oh, there it is.
Victory.
Alright. On our way to Kronos.
Made it back here.
Nothing to change. Just gonna keep going.
Not much farther now. Digging spot there. Nicely done. Ever shifting chambers. Realign.
It seems we have an unscheduled.
Yes, please. Oh god. As of right now, it's still a little bit risky to use the laser, but now, 5 points, I can make it so it fires by itself. That is very good. I do like that. Now pieces through foes as well. Thing here. Oh yes. Okay. Oh, that's the same thing, but.
Thus you have risen.
Oh, talk to Dad, please.
It's me.
Greetings.
Father, I'm afraid the matter on Olympus is more dire than we thought. For Kronos reawakened Typhon, who is very, very large, and dead set on destroying the palace of Zeus.
Ha! Such a predictable and reckless action on the Titan's part. Although your Uncle Zeus may not be quite as spry as when he and that monster previously clashed.
You don't seem surprised. How did you all defeat Typhon before? My methods thus far have not produced long-lasting results.
Your methods? Let Zeus clean up his mess. His thunderbolt proved quite effective in the past, although you'd think that an embodiment of storms and rage would be immune.
I'm not about to abandon our family to face this threat on their own.
Then you're in the wrong place. For if you think thwarting the Titan shall stop Typhon in turn, you're wrong. A monster monster such as that cannot be controlled. Go, see for yourself.
Nice. Yeah. Easy.
The resting hound of hell makes plain he wishes not to be disturbed.
Oh, good doggo doesn't want to be bothered. Okay, then I won't bother you. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really see much of what's going on anymore.
I think not.
There's so much happening on screen. I'm just vibing. Going through it and hopefully coming out on the other side.
And now for you.
Good doggo. Nah, I'm good. I'm good, thank you. Nope. Thank you again. Thank you still, but no. Very rude, they're using my own way of fighting against me. Projectiles that are swirling around. That's the one thing, I don't have a lot against armor, so those enemies always take a bit to kill and don't want to be stunned. I could go for... Do I want 2 more boons or do I just want to go for it? Fuck it.
You're very sweet. You would be wise not to forget yourself with me. Here, let me remind you.
Error mad.
I mean no disrespect.
I can't fucking see anything. Ow. How many are you putting down? My god, Hera, please.
Something changed about my chaos boon.
You wish to test me, I shall test you back, my dear. Please, do remember that.
Yes, sure.
Some shade rot.
No. No, I don't think so. I could afford all of it.
Life. All right.
All right, let's go.
River, take me. Kronos!
You are at least precise. I must say, I'm quite unaccustomed to so many frequent visits from my kin. Perhaps if Hades and the others deigned to call as often, our relationships would not have been as strained.
Oh, this is not that sort of call. Though I didn't realize you were merely lonesome. Are your satyr worshippers not stimulating enough as house guests?
They are worshippers, not kin. You are unfortunately caught in the midst of a dispute, and do not know the difference between having family around or not.
Oh, he's lonely.
Because of you and this dispute of yours. And now you'll be destroyed for what you've done. Was it worth it?
Well, when you put it that way, no. Had I not made any mistakes, we would not be here now, would we? Certainly not as such vicious foes. Yet here we are, each in turn facing the consequences of the past. For you. Mere moonbeams. Oh, look, here come more of my subjects now. How frightening. Damnation. This ends now. Be gone now from my sight.
Oh god, no. Oh, that's not good. No!
Still you resist. Preposterous.
Easy!
Well, this was certainly a treat, granddaughter. Again tomorrow night, perhaps.
Of course, of course.
Perhaps. So tell me, Titan, is this what having family about is like? Bitter feuds and snide remarks?
Oh, yes. This is the whole of it. I may have denied it to you, but I was doing you a favor. You shall see. You shall see.
That was amusing to behold.
Thank you, thank you.
some gemstones.
Hey, got an achievement as well.
To the abyss of the subconscious I descend.
Let's go talk to our brother.
Night and darkness guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time.
Zagreus.
Strange, I think I feel a little stressed. When I'm asleep, supposed to be calm and relaxed. But then again, this is more like a nightmare, I suppose. Well, that makes much more sense. Is that? Good news, sister. It took some doing, but I managed to persuade our father to let me hang on to his favorite spear a while.
Let's go.
You did. That's great. But where is it? I found no trace of any such weapon when I passed through here.
I have it secure, except I felt a little hesitant about handing it over. Or however you need to get hold of it across this astral psychic, whatever you call it.
Zagreus, I need that spear. We need that spear. What misgivings could you possibly be having now?
Milinoe, you're asking me to permanently slay a member of our family whom I've never even met. I know it's important, but that doesn't mean I want to go through with it. I don't even know if I can.
Of course you can. What do you mean you don't want to go through with it? We're the children of the underworld king and queen. We do what is required of us, not merely what we desire.
You sound just like father. There was a time I never could communicate with him either, and I sorely wish that he was dead and gone. I'm glad I never had the capability. I might have used it then.
I sound just like father. Good. Yet there you go, comparing him to Kronos once again. Just because they're related doesn't make them anything alike. Nor is this situation remotely similar to the one you were in.
Oh, I don't know. My situation also involved family members desperately trying to kill each other.
We're trying to prevent that. At last. We'll discuss this more another night. I can't force you to cooperate with me, but I can haunt your dreams.
Well, it's a good thing I'm susceptible to threats. This was a lovely chat. See you some other nap time then.
Count on it. And mark you my words, we're going to fix this situation. We're not going to let our family fall apart.
Come on now, Zagreus. Don't be difficult.
Brother, we shouldn't be fighting. I understand where Zagreus is coming from, but he hasn't had to go through any of this.
Out late again, huh? Wait, so the horned guy over there, he's the one who shows up whenever some mere mortal is about to die in some horrific, unexpected way?
Well, yes. He ensures the will of the three fates is done. But don't misjudge him for it, and there's no need to be afraid of him either.
Are you kidding? I think that's awesome. I wonder if he saw me die. Maybe I got crushed by a boulder, struck by lightning, murdered by my own lover. Could you introduce us?
Limo.
I fade.
I'm fine, really. Looks like I did it. Artemis.
The sisters wait. I can't believe you stood me up last night, Trouble. Do you know how demeaning it is having to wait around for you at a beach in the middle of the night, all alone?
What? We had no plans to meet, as I recall, else I'd have honored them. You truly expect me to abandon the main focus of my task just to fight with you again and again?
I thought I felt something was all. That our times at the beach might just be a little more special to you than your boring job. But I guess I was wrong.
You guessed correctly.
Love it.
This is our song of victory, or any occasion, really. Want in?
Lots of music that I do not have the resources to pay for.
The tactician brings ill tidings with an optimistic bent. Fine. And what news from the men of the Isles, if any yet survive?
According to my confidants, they've all sworn in with Kronos, I'm afraid. Mortals, they often want whatever they don't have. Another golden age in this case. The promise of one.
'Tis a lie that spares their betrayal rather than a promise. They shall perish then, by the wrath of the gods.
And then their wretched souls shall hound us with renewed vengefulness. I've witnessed endless wars before, madam. So have you gods. How can we stop this?
We cannot. Melinoi, however. Certainly you can, correct?
I can and shall. Pale boatman.
Let's see. I need one more sand and an entropy, which I don't know how to get entropy, but entropy looks like it's styled after Typhon, so I may have to get something specific from Typhon first. And then for the actual thing of Typhon, I need sand, which I have, but then more of his eyes and Gigaros, which I in turn need to convince Zacharias of. So I probably need to beat time a couple more times. Then I need Gigaros, and to beat Typhon a couple more times, so I can get rid of Typhon, and then after I got rid of Typhon, I can actually get rid of time. As I understood.
Nevertheless, I feel as though I ought have been there, brother. Perhaps I could have protected them, as was my charge. To think the fates themselves may have denied me the attempt. It's discomforting that I may never know. You have every reason to be angry. I'm angry too. Nonetheless, I'm grateful that our paths have intertwined again. Be safe, Charon.
I wonder, I wouldn't be surprised if, ironically, the devs actually wrote dialogue for Charon, so they write the dialogue of the other characters to be more fitting around it. I like the thought. I'm not sure if they did. It of course would be maybe a little bit like wasted effort, but I just like the idea.
As promised. The snake reed.
Wait, hold on. Yes.
From sleep to waking dream and then beyond.
It shall be thus.
Let me try again to wake him. And this, viewing boons in the Book of Shadows. Ooh, offering requirements.
Intent was true.
Path to desired blessings. How do I see the boons? Book of Shadows? Do you have the Book of Shadows?
Best to keep track of each detail.
No idea.
Who dares?
Let me wake you. You sure?
You'll flourish here.
Let me try and wake you again.
All right, Lord Hypnos, let's give this a new attempt. We have to get you out of there. But first, breathe deep.
Gonna assume it's gonna take its a third attempt.
The same dream as before. He's truly stuck. Not moved at all. Let's see if this works. I've something for you here. One moment, please. If you are dreaming even here, then I must ask if I could see into your psyche deeper still, Lord Hypnos. Whether you let me in is up to you, but once again, breathe deep. What? This is quite comfortable, really.
Oh, so it was accurate.
Wait, there he is. Oh no, he's still asleep. Lord Hypnos? Lord Hypnos, can you hear me? Answer me. Anything? A twitch of the eye? Oh, come on, please. He's dreaming about sleeping? Or about dreaming? This is beyond me still. How far has he descended?
Good old Thanatos. Busy all time.
His brother Thanatos. Oh, blast. The dream's collapsing again. No.
Figured.
Oh, got farther that time, but how many dreams are you having? But if you're dreaming of death, perhaps... Sleep well for now, my lord. What to cast?
I need two things specifically. Need to beat Typhon and beat Kronos.
What say the cards this eve?
I need a lot of Psyche. 500.
Hail, broker. This one. I'm short on bones.
No! Yes!
I've need of that.
Now I can max out my Psyche, my Arcana. I shall be a witch god.
I know my limit now, and this is it.
Now. No more than 3, no more than 2 with the same amount. All surrounding. This is very good.
Closer to me.
Way to stick it to that Kronos guy. So you smacked Kronos a good couple of times now. Remind these shades in me what is to happen next.
Commander, though it's tempting to share all my latest progress, we both know I'm never to divulge the details of my task. Not even to you.
Not even to me. But can you say at least your brother, is he gonna be alright? Been worrying about the guy is all.
Nice try, sir. For the underworld.
Weak.
Some knives.
Lim and Oros, reveal your secrets.
Better be good.
Oh, plate fabric. I might have 2 more of those. I might be able to get 2 more of those. Only 1, never mind.
Fair trade. More gemstones here. Anything stand out? Death to Kronos.
Death to all!
How about this?
Yep.
I think a hanging light would go quite nicely over there.
Pretty spiffy.
This sounds good.
It's your stuff.
Fine way for someone other than me to contemplate Father's Fountain. Should fit the spirit of this place.
Sure.
Where did we even get old mortal tools like these?
Yeah, but what else?
Let's try this on.
Not a problem. Don't know why we need a rug there, but okay.
It'll make it comfy.
Sure, why not?
Say no more. If you're gonna bother with a bath, might as well go all out.
Huh. You know what? Sure.
Alright, hold on. Who needs shades to hold your towels when there's this?
There. Let's do it.
Very well.
Not like anybody's gonna use these, but they do look nice.
Huh. Let's try this on for size.
Okay. Just so you know, the broker's floating slightly above ground.
Sure, why not?
Excellent.
What, for me?
Odysseus must have sailed far and wide on ships like that.
Pretty decent.
Alright. Give them a little bit of decoration, all nice. Anything new over here? Oh yeah.
decided.
Yeah, why not? What's that for?
Perhaps this will compel Eris to dispose of her rubbish properly.
That's big enough to dispose of an entire body.
Amphibian habitat. Let's go.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sure.
This can become a haven for more than just shades.
I mean, I guess.
Let's do it.
Got it. How come you need to make it comfortable way over there?
Right.
Gotten crowded.
Now we're gonna go over here. Because we have some options here as well.
Wanna mix things up?
Let's try this on.
Gotcha.
Ooh, scary.
A more imposing place for the good commander to stand.
How about a new look for the old Arcana?
Anything else?
Focus.
My... Oh. I can see it there on the right, okay. Really not the most important thing, I guess. But cool. Cool. Alright. We spiced everything up a little bit. Made everything look good.
Kronos on my father's throne far below. Typhon threatening Olympus far above.
That said... Let's save a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time for a full another run, so I am gonna have to call it here. I don't want to promise being on again later. I might be. Might also be again tomorrow. Otherwise, Wednesday for sure. Don't quote me on that, but you can hold me to that. Just don't quote me. That's it. I'm gonna hop off for now. Hope you all had a good time. Again, if you're not already in the Discord, check out the Discord. Otherwise, have a good one, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye bye.